minds. Welcome to ProjexCellence ProDigy, your one-stop solution for all your project management needs. I'm Govind, a certified PMP. In today's video, we are talking about a very important topic, interpersonal and team skills. These are the people skills that help project managers lead teams, solve problems, and build strong working relationships. So let's dive into the different interpersonal and team skills that every project manager should have. Interpersonal and team skills. Okay, before moving into this topic, let's understand the PMI's talent triangle first. PMI's talent triangle is a model introduced by PMI to show the three critical skill areas that every project professional must develop to succeed in today's complex work environment. These are ways of working, power skills, and business acumen. Ways of working. It is called process domain as well. It refers to the methods, tools, techniques, and approaches, predictive, agile, or hybrid, a project professional used to deliver the outcome. It is all about how you manage and execute your project. If we talk about PMP exam, the exam content outline ECO shows that the 50% of the PMP exam content comes from this process domain. Second is power skills. Power skills mean people skills. It is called people domain as well. Power skills are the interpersonal and leadership skills that help a project manager lead team, engage stakeholders, and deliver the result effectively. These were previously called soft skills, but PMI renamed them to emphasize their importance. These skills are not optional anymore. They are the powerful and essential for the project success. In next slide, we will be going through all the interpersonal and team skills which are common for all the projects and widely used by project managers. In fact, this is our today's topic for the discussion. PMI puts 42% of the PMP exam focus on power skills under the people domain. The third one is business acumen. Business acumen means having a good understanding of the business environment in which your project operates and using that understanding to make better decisions that align with organizational strategy and value. Business acumen accounts for 8% of the PMP exam under the business environment domain. Interpersonal and team skills. The first skill is the communication. Communication means clearly sharing information, building mutual understanding, and encouraging teamwork with stakeholders, customers, and the project team. For a project manager, communication means keeping everyone informed, engaged, and aligned on the project goals. Normally, 90% of a project manager's time is spent communicating. Poor communication can lead to misunderstanding, delays, and conflicts, which will eventually lead the project failure. There are some best ways to ensure the effective communication. Know your audience. Not everyone needs the same information. For example, a sponsor wants high-level progress and financial impact. A technical team member needs the details about scope, timeline, and requirements. So you have to tailor your message to what each person cares about to keep them engaged and aligned. Choose the right medium means different messages need different tools. For quick updates, you can use the instant messaging app like WhatsApp or short email. For complex issues, call or meet in person or arrange the virtual meeting. For formal decision, use the written reports or documented minutes of meeting. This will ensure the message lands well and avoid any kind of confusion. Be clear and concise. Don't drown people in information. Use simple language, get to the point quickly, and avoid unnecessary jargon. This helps avoid misinterpretation and saves everyone's time. Encourage feedback. You have to encourage the feedback in communication. It shouldn't be one way. You have to ask the question, does this make sense? What do you think? This builds trust, ensures understanding, and helps catch the problems early. Listen actively means give full attention to the speaker. Don't interrupt and show interest with nods or small verbal confirmations. Active listening helps uncover hidden issues and builds stronger relationships with team members and stakeholders. Repeat and reinforce, very important. Important messages often need to be heard more than once. So you have to use the different formats, email, meetings, summarize, dashboards to make sure they stick. So this helps prevent I didn't know scenarios later on. Use visuals and summaries. There is one saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So we can use the charts to show the progress, dashboards for KPIs, or the summary slides for decisions. So this will make the complex information easier to understand and remember. Document key decisions. Verbal discussions often can be forgotten or misremembered. Always follow up meetings with written notes or summaries, especially when decisions are made. This protects the project and provides a reference point for everyone involved. Conflict management. It is the ability to identify, address, and resolve disagreements or differences of opinion in a constructive way. In project management, it's not about avoiding conflict altogether, but about managing it effectively so it doesn't derail the team or project goals. In conflict management, we have different scenarios. Collaborating, win-win. The goal is work together to find a mutually beneficial situation. This approach is used when long-term relationships are important and the conflict involves significant or complex issues. This method is ideal when time permits deeper discussions and collaboration, leading to solutions that satisfy everyone's interests. Let's say, for example, two departments are fighting over resource allocation. So, in this case, instead of picking sides, the project manager brings both teams together to brainstorm a solution that allows shared use or staggered scheduling. Compromising, lose-lose or partial win-win. The goal here is to find a quick, mutually acceptable solution that partially satisfies everyone. For example, two team leads disagree on which tool to use. So in this situation, project manager proposes using tool A for phase 1 and tool B for phase 2 to balance the interests. Accommodating, lose-win. This approach is used when you choose to let the other party have their way, especially if the issue is not worth the conflict. The relationship matters more than being right, or you realize you are wrong or you have insufficient information. For example, a team member insists on using a particular reporting style. If the format doesn't affect the overall project output, so you may let them proceed their own way. Competing, win lose. This approach involves pushing for your own solution, even if it means the other party loses out. It's best used in emergencies, high stakes situations, or when a quick decision is needed, especially if you are confident you are right or when safety, ethics, or critical project aspects are at the risk. For example, a supplier fails to meet quality standards. So the project manager refuses to compromise and insists on immediate corrective action or replacement. Avoiding no-win situation. Avoiding conflict means delaying or sidestepping the issues, which can be helpful when emotions are intense. The matter is minor or likely to resolve itself, or the more information is required, or it's simply not the right time to address the problem. For example, during a heated meeting, two team members start arguing. So the project manager chooses to pause the discussion and address it in a private follow-up once the emotions have cooled down. Decision making. Decision making is the ability to choose the best course of action from multiple alternatives to solve a problem, seize an opportunity, or manage a risk. Project manager is constantly faced with choices like which vendor to select, whether to approve a change request or not, how to allocate limited resources, should the timeline be adjusted or the scope reduced. Every decision impact cost, time, scope, quality, and stakeholder satisfaction. Effective decision making keeps the project aligned with goals and avoid delays, confusion, or miscommunication. Emotional intelligence. It's a very powerful skill. It is the ability to understand your own emotions and the emotions of others, and to use this understanding to think clearly, act wisely, and build better relationships. It has four key areas: self awareness, know your emotions, strengths, and weaknesses, and how your behavior affects others. Like, how am I feeling? How is it impacting the team? Second area is self management or self regulation. Control your reactions, stay calm, and make thoughtful decisions. Think before you speak or act. Third is social awareness. Understand other people's feelings and viewpoints. Be empathetic and listen actively. What is the team member really feeling right now? And the fourth one is social skills. Build good relationship, work in teams, manage conflicts, and create positive energy. Tell everyone that let's work together and stay connected as a team. Next is leadership. Leadership is the ability to guide, influence, and support a team to achieve a common goal. A good project leader doesn't just manage the task, they inspire, motivate, and empower people. There are various leadership styles, and it is essential for a project manager to adopt different leadership style within a single project, especially if the project is complex, multi-phased, or involve diverse stakeholders. This is what we call tailoring leadership. In direct leadership style, the project manager makes decision independently within the clear hierarchy. It is most effective in urgent, high risk, or tightly controlled project where fast and decisive action is needed. Consultative. This style involves seeking inputs from the team, but the final decision rests with the leader. It works well in moderately complex projects, balancing the need for swift action with team engagement and morale. Servant leadership. Here, the leader's main role is to support the team, focusing on their development and success rather than exercising any kind of authority. This approach mostly used in agile, creative, or volunteer driven projects, fostering the trust and strong collaboration. Consensus collaborative. In this style, the team makes a decision collectively with minimal direction from the leader. This style best suited for experienced cross-functional teams working in collaborative setups, encouraging innovation and shared responsibility, like agile Scrum teams. Situational. This flexible approach adjusts the leadership style according to the team's experience, context, and project needs. It is highly adaptable and effective in managing varying levels of team maturity and project complexity. Motivation. Motivation is the project manager's ability to inspire, energize, and encourage the team members to achieve the project goals, especially during the challenges or when they have the low morale. It is not just about giving a pep talk, it's about understanding what drives each team member, aligning that with the project's objectives, and creating a work environment where people feel valued, confident, and committed. Coaching and mentoring. These are people development tools that a project manager uses to enhance team performance and build capabilities. There is difference between coaching and mentoring. Coaching is a short-term, performance-focused support where the PM helps team members improve specific skills, overcome obstacles, or solve problems. It is a task specific, while mentoring is a long-term development relationship where the PM or senior person helps the team member grow professionally, offering guidance, wisdom, and career insights. It is basically career oriented. Team building. Team building is the process of bringing individuals together to form a cohesive, collaborative, and high performing project team. It includes activities and efforts that promote trust, clarity in roles, mutual respect, and a shared purpose among team members. Team building improves collaboration. It helps members understand each other's strengths, weaknesses, and working styles, which leads better collaboration and fewer conflicts. Boost morale and motivation. A well-bonded team feels more valued, motivated, and engaged, which translates into higher productivity. Enhance problem solving. When team members trust one another, they are more open to brainstorm, share ideas, and work together on solutions. Reduce turnover and burnout. When people feel connected to their team and supported by their manager, they are less likely to feel isolated or leave the project. Strengthens communication. Team building activities often break the communication barriers and promote active listening and open dialogue. Negotiation. Negotiation is the skill of finding a mutually acceptable agreement between two or more parties, like team members, stakeholders, vendors, or clients, where interests may differ. In project management, it often means reaching a win-win or workable compromise on issues like project scope, budget, deadlines, resources, and team roles or workload. Networking. Networking is the ongoing process of building and maintaining professional relationships that help get the things done, solve problems, and advance your project goals. Internally, it helps you quickly access resources, coordinate across teams, solve issues informally, and stay aligned with organizational changes. Externally, it connects you with vendors, experts, and regulators, offering access to specialized knowledge, better supplier terms, industry insights, and smoother stakeholder approvals. Political awareness. Political awareness for a project manager means the ability to understand and navigate the power dynamics, informal networks, stakeholder agendas, and any hidden influences so that he can effectively drive the project forward. Internal political awareness involves understanding the internal ecosystem of your organization, like who are the influencers, which department are allies or blockers, are there hidden agendas or turf wars, who controls key resources or approvals. For example, let's suppose a project manager knows that the IT head and procurement offer clash. So before initiating a joint meeting, the PM consults each privately to align goals and smoothing the path for decision making. External political awareness involves navigating the politics and interest of external entities like government, regulators, clients or customers, joint venture partners, vendors, or suppliers. For example, while managing a solar power plant project, project manager builds rapport with key government officials, address their concerns, and gain the project clearance faster. Cultural awareness. Cultural awareness is the ability to understand, respect, and adapt to cultural differences, whether those differences are based on nationality, region, organization, or team values. For a project manager, this skill is a very important when managing the diverse team, global stakeholders, or cross-border projects. Suppose you are managing a software development project and the team members are located in three countries, India, Brazil, and Germany. In this case, you have to rotate meeting timing so no one region is always inconvenienced. You have to use simple English and mostly visual aids to bridge the language barriers. And you can build trust by learning a few cultural phrases or customs from each team. Meeting management. Meeting management is project managers' ability to plan, organize, conduct, and follow up on project meetings effectively and ensure that they are purposeful, efficient, and result oriented. Influencing. Influencing means project managers' ability to persuade and guide others without using authority to achieve the desired outcomes, support project goals, and build consensus across teams and stakeholders. Let's take one example to understand influencing. Suppose you are a project manager and you faced resistance from a senior team member who did not want to use a new scheduling tool. So instead of forcing it, you will listen his concerns. You will explain the benefits in a way that matters to him. You will share the examples of other teams who used it successfully, and at the same time, you will offer him the training on this new tool. So this supportive approach will convince the team members to give it a try, which shows the influencing and understanding work better than just using the authority. Facilitation. Facilitation means helping a team work together smoothly to reach a common goal. A project manager, as a facilitator, keeps everyone focused, encourages participation, and helps the group solve problems and make decisions together. The project manager doesn't give all the answers but guides the team to find the best way forward. It is like being a conductor of an orchestra. The project manager ensures all team members perform in harmony, keeping the rhythm and guiding the overall performance without playing any single instrument. To wrap up, interpersonal and team skills are the heart of successful project management. Whether it is building trust through communication, resolving conflicts effectively, or influencing without authority, these skills help create strong, motivated, and high performing teams. Remember, tools and processes guide a project, but people drive it. If this lesson added value to your project management journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to ProjexCellence ProDigy. Until next time, namaste, goodbye, sampai jumpa.